Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to Children's Arena in Oshawa. It is the Peterborough Timberman, the home team, going left to right in their red jerseys with the blue shoulder caps and with possession in the stick of Zach Thompson. They are facing the Toronto Monarchs, wearing their mustard and maroon. Nice jerseys, just never sure exactly what to call the colors. There's Joel Matthews with the ball. He's going to let it rip on the first possession. And that one gets up into the rafters. May have saved the Timberman a break. And then quickly Fred Hartley gets to the bench to get the defenders out. Toronto with possession now. Jordan Dance running the ball up the floor. He is leading the league and scoring 31 points to his credit. 14 goals, 17 assists. He has been very hot. There's another shot wide and another one up into the rafters. Riley Campbell, the captain of Peterborough, will start with it and hand it off to Mark Vredenberg. Vredenberg leads the Timberman. He's got 29 points, 6 goals, and 23 assists. The Monarchs sitting in first place at 4-1. Peterborough in a four-way tie for second. There's a pass through to Mickle. It's just behind him. He can't quite get it. Reed Board all over him. Ball pops loose, and Vredenberg tried to get in and get it. Shot clock has 3 seconds on it. Peterborough trying to get a possession to get the shot off, but can't do it, so it will be Monarchs' ball. A little pressure from Vredenberg, and Board gets Tyler Ferreira coming off the bench. He's immediately checked by Greg Riley. All kinds of pressure, and Ferreira backs away, hands it off to Dustin Caravello. Caravello, one of 4 Monarchs who are really lighting it up. There's a bouncer from Ferreira, stopped by Brett Paris, the starter for Peterborough. His backup tonight is Ryan Masters. Here's a break, 3-on-2. The shot right into the belly of Joel Watson. That is a big story for the Monarchs, as Coons hits Watson with that shot. Craig Wendy not here for the Monarchs. Wendy is 4-0 on the season. Watson 0-1, but he only gave up 12 goals in the loss. The one game where the Monarchs weren't clicking offensively. Swarming defensive pressure from the Timberman. And Brendan Muse, a little push from behind, and they're going to call it. I think they're just waiting to see if it led to a possession. And Parrish, who can lace that ball, rips it on a line up ahead to Caleb Bingley. He'll try a swim move on Patrick Miles and passes it down into Fred Hartley. Hartley with 6 goals last week. Huge night for him. Chris Atwood gets it to Joe Hall. Joe Hall, who's only gotten into 1 game for Peterborough. They love the addition of him. All kinds of pressure, but a nice threaded pass. And here's a one-on-one break. Luke Laidlaw will just spin back around and slow things down. Toronto loses the ball. Peterborough running with it. Stephen Borden puts it through the middle to Joe Wasson. Back to Campbell. He drops it, but gets it back just before Dustin Caravello can get on him. That long pass doesn't connect with the onrushing Dan Mickle. Just shot on the run by Matt McLeod. McLeod applying some pressure. Almost knocks his man over. And they do get the 8-second count, as Brandon Ben was not able to clear his zone. He will clear over to the bench, though, and get a break. Peterborough setting up on Dan Mickle with the ball. Vredenberg takes it on the run. Behind the back pass, doesn't get through. It almost lands in the stick of Justin Kula. Mike Gillen, the first one there. He'll change directions and head up the floor. Pass back to the trailer. Nice little move by Dance on the shot, but he gets hit as he takes it, and it goes up into the stands, into the area above the netting, above the goal. There's a spinning shot by Atwood. He misses and then takes a bump just after the release by Brody Burkhoff. Burkhoff staying with Atwood. That will be an interesting, potentially combustible combination if they stay together a lot. Toronto gets possession. Joel Watson with the ball. He hands it off, and Andrew Bennett trots up into the offensive zone, leaves it there for Dustin Caravello, lobs it down into the corner. Quick release by Alistair Warren, but that one's going to go over and back as he missed the net. Not sure Trying to think if Toronto's got a shot on net yet. I don't think they have. And we are 4:23 into the game. No score. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Arena Lacrosse League action on JVI Sports Network. Matthews around the pick and scores. Goes low far side. I'm not sure Joel Watson saw that ball. Coons and Burkhoff face off. That's Brody Burkhoff, who was with the Timberman last year. He was released this year. Signed with Toronto. There's a shot on the inside. But Zach Thompson is turned aside on the break. Caravello lobs ahead to Brandon Ben. Boy, Dustin Caravello and Jordan Critch. Keep your eyes on them. Caravello, number 17 on the near side, right in front of you there. Jordan Critch, where's number 8 for Toronto. He's a lefty, and they play everywhere. That shot by Ben is wide. Comes out to Muse. Surely they're going to get a shot in it. They do, finally. It's Nick Grasby getting that one off. Peterborough up into the offensive zone. Joe Wasson takes a bump, almost lost his balance. But Spencer James wasn't him. James just lets his momentum carry him up the floor. Sorry, that was Cody McLeod. Ball pops loose. Kula gets it, goes to the net, dive, scores. Beautiful diving attempt. That's one of those cases where the defender got on his back a bit and may have actually helped Kula get a little more loft on his jump. And he tucks it far corner past Watson. 2-0 Peterborough. Mike Gillen looked up at ref Mike Sullivan, but still went early. And it will be Peterborough possession. Brett Coons gets the ball, hands off to Bingley, who gives it to Matthews. Atwood on his offside, little fake, passes across, caught by Matthews. His shot into the legs of Bryant. Sorry, Watson, Joel Watson. Joel Watson, Chad Bryant, both a couple of young goalies who were rising up in the lacrosse world. Nice pass by Brett Paris. And Joe Hall tries to go one-on-one, gets the shot off, but it's forced wide by contact from Cody McLeod. Matt McLeod comes up with it. He's pushed to the floor, loses the ball, and then grabs on for a second to Niall Caravello. Oh, nice shot there by Luke Laidlaw, but it's stopped by Paris, who's had to be sharp here. Who had to be sharp on that one after not having any balls hit him so far, except the one from Grasby that was low. Ball is knocked loose by, and there is a penalty coming. So Peterborough will get possession of the ball. Cole McWilliams for Peterborough is the in-home, number 15. And trying to see who's in the box for Toronto. They didn't see their in-home marked yet, but they were making a decision late as they had a couple players arriving at the last minute. Vredenberg ducks, shoots, hard sidearm shot, but it's going to go a little bit wide and high. And it's an over and back. Brett Parrish will pick it up and just leave it there for Jordan Critch to go and pick up. Oh, a little lever pass by Alistair Warren, but Nick Grasby was going the other way. It's like when a receiver runs a route you're not expecting, and the quarterback just throws it to open space. Atwood leaves it there for Hall. Hard shot by Hall. Watson, no trouble with that one, but it gets away from Cody McLeod. Michael Gillen controls it there, leaves it as he was double teamed. They've got to get it across, and they do. Nice pass ahead. Gillen tucks it in, rumbles to the net. Shoots just a little bit high and steps in the crease. And we'll have the officials' timeout. There's 7:14 to go in the first quarter. Joel Matthews starts with possession as we're underway in the second half of the first quarter. I'm Steven Stamp. This is JVI Sports Network, bringing you the Arena Lacrosse League. Matt McLeod. Mickle thought he was about shooting. Matthews takes it. That one goes clean through the rafters, but up into the mesh. And Toronto arguing that that didn't touch anybody from their team. I would agree with them. Again, we're up here. We've got a pretty good view, but the refs are right down in the area, so. Toronto has the ball, heading back up the floor. Reed Board tucks it in, pass to the middle. Oh, he had a wide open Luke Laidlaw, but couldn't connect. Dance with the quick shot around his screen, but Paris is ready for that. Oh, nice catch on the run by Colton Armstrong. Well defended by Jordan Critch, but he gets the pass off. A quick shot by Utting, bounces off the post, comes back out. Battle along the boards. Critch with one-hand grab, still managing to hold it away from Vredenberg. Now it's stripped and he doesn't have a stick. Vredenberg 2-on-0 with Armstrong, shoots, save Watson. Well, it looked like I'm not sure if Vredenberg realized how much time he and Armstrong had there because he seemed to almost rush that shot a little bit. But Peterborough will keep possession, of course, as it goes off Watson out of play. Timberman set up. Hall, hard shot, misses. That one looked like it did, no. And now Hall and Brody Burkhoff getting into it a little bit. And they're both going to go to the box. Ben hands it off to the far side and gets it back from Muse. That ball goes wide again. Just a shot wide by the Monarchs here, not hitting their marks so far. Thompson hands it off in the offense for Peterborough gets going. Matt McLeod thought about the pass through, gives it to Atwood instead. Hartley goes underneath, shoots. We're going to have a holding penalty to Sean Gillies, saying he did not agree with it, but not a big display. I think refs appreciate that when you're not showing them up. Mickle back up to Vredenberg. Peterborough goes strong left on the power play. That one skips away from Hartley. He gets there first, but some nice hustle by Patrick Miles. That pass to the back door to Mickle. It was hard and just bounced off his stick. I think it was tipped on the way. Outlet pass for Toronto doesn't work as Miles was running out of time. Watch out on this penalty kill for Jordan Critch and Dustin Caravello at the top. The lefty Critch, the righty Caravello. They score in bunches shorthanded. Critch leads the league with 3 shorthanded goals this year. Atwood looking for a power play goal. Can't hit it, but Vredenberg saves the over and back. They've still got 11 on the shot clock. Atwood, fake, now passes across. That one, it looked like it went off the head of Dan Mickle. And it'll be Toronto ball. And it stayed up in the mesh. It's sitting right up against the Mincom Realty sign, presenting sponsor of the Peterborough Timberman. That's a nice little bonus for Roger Courier and Mincom to have that ball land right by his sign. Here's a shot on the run by Luke Laidlaw. And Paris, oh, he was looking way up the floor for Atwood. It was so dangerous on the break, but it just caught one of the rafters. It's a low ceiling, and Paris is very good at whipping that ball on a line just below it, but drifted up about a foot too high on that one. Utting comes up high on Alistair Warren. Warren still trotting with the ball. 15 on the shot clock for Toronto. That shot goes wide. Colton Armstrong takes a look, sees there's no reset, so he's just going to let the 30 run out. Matthews with it. Gives it back to Atwood. Hartley trotting down, goes to Vredenberg. So they're strong right now as McLeod has joined them. That low shot saved by the left foot of Watson. Straight back to Vredenberg. Fresh 30. We are back to even strength as Gillies is released. He went to the bench so he could get a man out the other end of the bench. And now Spencer James running the floor. Oh, nice catch and shoot by Critch, but Paris was ready. He has been very sharp. Didn't play particularly well his first game of the season, but since then he has been really good. That pass ahead to Reed Board. Bingley on him. Ferreira takes it at the top. Dance. Thought about the spin move. Well defended by Bingley, but he passes through to Critch. Nice save, Paris. It's kicked back into the crease. by Cole McWilliams. Almost got by Paris. That was maybe the most dangerous chance Paris has faced tonight. Board all over McWilliams. The ball pops out. It does get across. It's knocked back in by a Toronto player, and then it goes into the Peterborough bench. And the door being open will result in a turnover and Toronto possession. Muse. Tucking past Caravello. Thought about the shot, but that's coming from the far side instead. That was great hustle by Shane Francis. Boy, he is a terrific addition to this club. Number 20 in red for Peterborough. Hasn't been able to play much this year, but there's a shot by Gradsby wide and up into the rafters. Iding won't grab it. Shane Francis, keep an eye on him. He can fly up the floor. Very dangerous in transition. Also a pretty resilient defender. Vredenberg down low to Hartley. He's one-on-one with Miles. Now gets some help. That shot's wide by Matthews and heads out of play. A lot of shots banging off the boards tonight. The over and back results in a Toronto possession. And Dance will trot into the corner to get it. 1:38 to go in the first quarter. Still 2-0 Peterborough. It's a pretty fast-paced game. They wanted to feed it through to Muse, but he was covered. So the shot from Ferreira, rebound is picked up by Dance. Boy, the league lead. Oh, that's Brandon Benn. Sorry, grabbing that one. Number 9. Pass gets through to Caravello. He loads it up. That shot almost fooled Paris as Colton Armstrong got stick-on-stick check. Now Armstrong will take the pass. 1:11 to go in the quarter. Toronto very aware of Chris Atwood. Jordan Critch, number 8 there, was up on Atwood, creeping up, making sure he did not have open space to receive the pass, even though he was like 70 feet from the net. Ball knocked loose. Penalty coming. Thought about the shot. Now it's Dance. Will let it fly. Saved by Paris. It's in the crease. Grabbed there by Francis. Pass across. Doesn't connect. Oh, it's a nice little play by Riley Campbell. It will be an 8-second count on Peterborough, but it would have been a lot worse situation if Campbell hadn't managed to knock away that potentially completed pass in the slot. Ben keeps loading it up. Goes up to Muse. Laidlaw thought about having a go. Gets away from him. It's going to be over and back. Oh, that's going to be delay of game. 2 minutes. It's just a mental error by Brendan Muse. Hall with it to Atwood. He's going to shoot. Stopped by Watson. There's 3 seconds left. He's going to have a go. Oh, he made it 2/3 of the way down. Oh, and I think there's a checking in the crease penalty being called to Justin Kula. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. We're about to start the second quarter, and it was indeed a 2-minute checking in the crease penalty to Justin Kula. So the Monarchs are back on the power play for the next minute 18. Then we'll have 35 seconds of 4-on-4, and then a very brief Monarchs power play, depending on goals and more penalties. It'll be 4-on-3 here. Toronto setting things up. That's Brandon Ben just waiting for everyone to get out there. Laidlaw back to Ben. Caravello's down low. They've got Dance on the far side. Uding and Armstrong up top. There's a backdoor attempt by Dance. Nice save by Paris. Riley Campbell, the third defender for Peterborough. Oh, Dance gets it back after a great effort by Laidlaw. Then Laidlaw can't accept the pass. He has to go and track it down, or he had a great scoring chance. 4-on-3 is so hard to defend. Toronto getting them moving. Backdoor. Across to the far back door. Ben rips it. Nice save by Paris. Gets away from him, though. This is trouble. Oh, but Laidlaw is knocked down by Colton Armstrong. Great defensive play. Toronto may want to check in the back call. And I think if I were them, I'd probably be arguing the same thing, but no call there. Ball is knocked loose by Patrick Miles. Now he gets it again. Vredenberg with the rusty gate check and knocks it loose. And eventually Paris, Paris can't come up with it. So Gradsby gets it. There's a goal by Jordan Critch and Brett Paris. If he'd gotten that, would have been fine, but when he didn't, that was all kinds of trouble. Because when it's 4-on-4, of course, nobody comes out on an even strength goal. Gillen and Coons wins this one. And Zach Thompson will run into the offensive zone. 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4. 21 now on the shot clock. Nick Karam takes the pass, changes direction. Little pick from McLeod. Pass to the far side in the low shot. Mickle stop, dunk attempt. Doesn't score, didn't go in. Oh, and Joel Watson takes a swat at him with his stick after the play. Saying, stay out of my crease. Matt McLeod back to play some defense on Jordan Critch. Nice little pick and roll play. And the finish by Caravello. All kinds of props to Tyler Ferreira. Burkhoff on the left, Coons on the right, facing off. Clamping down. Coons rips it out. Nice tap ahead by Nick Karam, but Joe Wasson doesn't see it in his feet. Pops out of the stick of Burkhoff, who was going after, and he's having words with Nick Karam. And the Toronto bench is yelling at Burkhoff to leave him and come back and get off so they can get their offense out. Warren to Caravello to the cutter, but Dance landed in the crease before he could get a shot off. Some solid defense sliding in by Colton Armstrong. There's a chance at the other end for Matthews. Joe Hall will pick up the loose ball off the rebound. There's Matthews who's going to shoot again into the chest of Watson. He grabs that one and throws the outlet pass. Here's Niall Caravello, has a cutter, almost fed it right through, but a nice reaching grab there by Shane Francis. Toronto gets it back though as they knock it loose. Brandon Ben will slow it down a little, wait for the offense to get out. There's a shot. Oh no, it's a pass in front. What a save by Paris. Stopping Muse. Gorgeous pass by Reed Board. Had me sold on the shot fake. That wound up setting up his man all alone in front. Bingley goes to the net. He steps in the crease. Watson with the outlet pass. And Luke Laidlaw sees nothing but red jerseys as he runs into the offensive zone, just slows it down. Critch over to Ferreira. Be interesting to keep a clock on how much time Dustin Caravello spends on the floor in a Toronto Monarchs game, because he plays at both ends. He's on the penalty kill, he's on the power play. Ferreira, oh, what a toe drag. Atwood's taken off up the floor. They've got him if they can do it quickly, but they're going to say back in because Greg Riley was standing in the crease and pulled it into himself. Started to pick it up and it rolled away from him. He pulled it back in. You can't do that. And Toronto gets possession. And Dustin Caravello is out there on the far side. Jordan Critch on this side. Behind the back pass, Dance. Oh, big save again by Paris. He is on his game tonight. Critch ducks underneath Thompson. There's a save by Paris, bailing out Thompson. Now there's an interference penalty coming. It's coming in all alone on Brett Paris with 10:47 to go in the first half. Another big save by Brett Paris. Coons looked like he was kind of throwing a punch to get himself loose on that face-off. Toronto, meanwhile, was running the floor, got a shot off. Bingley has it, runs away from trouble. Oh, the pass almost, it is picked off. Bit of a nonchalant pass by Bingley. Made a nice play to get it up. I was wondering about the pass, and it did not work out. Toronto has it. Backdoor feed. Nice attempt by McLeod. Now Peterborough's pushing the other way. Oh, what a finish by Nick Karam. It's a great attempt by McLeod, but when it didn't connect, the Timberman immediately went back the other way. Extended battle between Coons and Burkhoff. Burkhoff pulls it back between his legs, but owning the first one there, he almost popped out free as Caravello and Board went opposite directions. He does come up with the ball behind his back. There's a man out front, gets to Bingley, scores! Great pass by Shane Francis. Heads up play to see the cutter, and Bingley makes no mistake. 4-2, a pair of quick goals for the Timbermen. Looks like the Monarchs pretty much alternating face-off guys as Gillen is out for this one. Coons doing all the duties for Peterborough so far. Gillen clamped down, but Coons able to push him off, and it winds up with possession. And then it's an over and back call against Peterborough on Shane Francis. They must have said he'd established momentum towards the opposite net, because you are allowed to run back over center after you pick the ball up. On the face-off, at least. No other times. There's Critch with the ball. Nice two-man defense on this side so far. Cole McWilliams playing some D for Peterborough. Not what he usually does, but he's doing a pretty nice job of it tonight. It's up to Critch. We'll see how he does. And a great job by Zach Thompson to help out, and they couldn't complete that pass. Here comes Riley. It's a 3-on-1. Vredenberg doesn't get much on that shot as he was checked. Probably looking back wants to go back and pass that one. Nice hustle by Burkhoff to get it up over center before the 8 count. Passes off to Grasby. Board will throw it back to Grasby. Now they're going to get it to Tyler Ferreira. He just lets it fly. And Grasby with another loose ball. And they're going to set it right back up. Ferreira backstepping. Sorry, Laidlaw backstepping. Again, great two-man defense, this time by Campbell and Watson. Penalty coming out of Peterborough, off ball, I believe. And Watson gets to the bench. 6th man is out on the floor for Toronto. They've got 8 on the shot clock. Caravello. Backdoor, nice finish. Great quick pass there by Alistair Warren and Tyler Ferreira. It's in and out of the stick and into the back of the net. Gillen quick down and Dustin Caravello actually went into the face-off area over the restraining line early, and Peterborough will get possession. A little change-up shot by Nick Karam. Cole McWilliams going after the loose ball, ducks around Patrick Miles. Miles can't handle the ball as he was being checked by Karam. Oh, nice play. There's McWilliams over to Karam. Oh, great save. Watson leaves the hand behind as he's moving across the crease with Karam. Good offense, good loose ball effort by the Timberman, but brilliant save by Watson. We're under 8 minutes to go here in the half. Paris again loses control of the ball and puts himself in a bit of danger, but makes the big save on Brendan Muse. Oh, and then questionable pass is eventually corralled by Niall Caravello. He takes a swat and then a knee from Zach Thompson. He's not happy, gives him a push. It'll be Toronto possession. Grasby throws it down low. Warren gives it back to him, and there's Dance all alone. Toe drag. Oh, he flicks it home. Great move to get around Shane Francis. And then fires it far side just inside the post. All tied up 4-4. 7:22 to go in the first half. The next non-goal stoppage will be the officials' timeout in this quarter. Gillen and Coons again. So Gillen taking a few in a row here. Defensive face-off alignment for Toronto. Even split for the Timberman. Still down in the middle, right under Gillen's feet. Miles got it, tried to lob it ahead to Critch, but couldn't connect. Armstrong on him, the ball bounces out wide. Reaching for it with one hand was Thompson. He couldn't get control. Tips that pass. It was a little bit lackadaisical there. Seven on the shot clock for Toronto. Little shot around the screen by Muse. Stopped by Paris. And we will have the officials timeout with 6:48 to go. It's 4-4. And he comes forward. His play is blown in. Up to Matthews, still wearing the red Peterborough Lakers helmet that he seems to prefer for the winter. Low pass. Got away from Hall, but Matthews was there to get it. Oh, he takes a cross-check in the lower back from Burkhoff, and he's slow getting up and is not very happy about it. 2-on-1. Burkhoff goes over to his side, dives to the net, saved by Paris, runs into the goalie. Riley Campbell grabs him, says, here, I'm just going to drag you over here a bit. I tell you, Riley Campbell is not going to fight Brody Burkhoff. I'm not saying Riley Campbell's not tough, but that is punching out of his weight division. 6:23 to go in the half here. I thought Burkhoff actually did a pretty good job of not running the goalie as he drove in. There's going to be a bit of contact, but I thought he was pretty respectful. Haul down to Vredenberg. Atwood wants it, but Vredenberg's going to go down low instead and shovel it back to Hall. He'll shoot sidearm, stopped. There's McWilliams playing offense, hits him in the face. Spencer Janes gets it. Looking for the long pass. He's going to make the short one instead to Critch when nothing opened up. And he beats the time count by a second. Does get it through backdoor. Sneaky little around the screen shot there by Warren. Oh, what a great pass to Matthews. All alone off the post. What a pass. Brett Paris on his knees, sidearm, past traffic out to Matthews. Still going to rave about that one a little as Dance has the ball at this end. McWilliams picked. There's the roll to Muse, but Dance shoots, gets it back, and that's a goal. And then he gives a push to Cole McWilliams and then gets into his face. Okay, my mistake. I thought it was going to Dance because he and McWilliams have been chirping the whole way off the floor. Grasby must have inserted himself into the conversation. He and McWilliams will go for 2 each. 5:25 to go. It's 5-4 Toronto. That shot soaked up by Colton Armstrong. Nick Karam. Bunch of mustard jerseys. Oh, he tries to go back door. Gets it to Hartley off the boards. I'm not sure that's how he meant to do it, but it worked out. Hartley underneath, falls to his knees, gets the shot off. Almost fooled Watson, so it was pretty unorthodox, but that pass was tipped, I think, by Atwood, back playing some defense. Atwood not known for his defense. He can do it. He played for defense for transition for Whitby when he was traded there in his last year junior. Right now he's just trying to grab hold of Brendan Muse's stick. He's out on Muse. Muse goes underneath. Atwood, nice swing check. Oh, the shot goes in though. It was altered and Muse is going to get one. He hasn't been able to find the mark on uncontested shots, but that one with Atwood checking his stick. Somehow the ball sneaks its way through. Burkhoff and Coons have their sticks down. Burkhoff clearly down first on it, but the ball pops out and it's Zach Thompson that comes up with it. Great hustle effort by Patrick Miles, but Thompson comes up with it and throws it ahead, and he just makes it across the center line. Colton Armstrong took the pass straddling the line and stepped over, goes to the net, shoots, save. Ball's in the crease, it's grabbed there alertly by Cody McLeod because Dan Mickle was right there, and then the behind the back pass. Nice play by McLeod at both ends of it. Critch gives it off and Dance. He's going to try and get underneath. Great two-man defense again. Boy, this side of the Peterborough defense with all kinds of guys is doing a great job. Now Karam is breaking it. Oh, he just can't corral the ball. He will get possession anyway. And Niall Caravello guided the ball over into the corner, which under a strict interpretation of the rules could be considered delay of game. The official may have been saying this is where we're starting. Karam spins off check from Bennett, tries to feed it through, can't connect with Mickle. Now Andrew Bennett comes up with it. He is stripped immediately. Continued battle, nice job by Bennett to get on the stick. And James will just fling it down the floor because it was going to be an 8-second count. And Doug Hutting will come up with it. Lots of time for Peterborough, no pressure as Toronto's dropped back into their defensive house. 3:15 to go in the half. 6-4 still Toronto. Atwood lets it fly from outside on the on his offside. Watson's save is picked up on the rebound by Matthews. And a holding call coming to Niall Caravello from behind for the right side. And Atwood is up in the shooter spot. Caravello and Critch as usual at the top. Miles and McLeod low on the penalty kill. Perimeter passing to start. Hartley goes in for a pick. Hall up to Vredenberg. He'll shoot. Scores! Vredenberg, mostly an assist guy this year. That's just his 7th goal, but it was perfectly placed. Whitby's playing tomorrow night. So, yeah, make sure you come back and check us out on JVI Sports Network Channel 2, because we'll have that game against the Paris River Wolves. Gillen clamps down. Coons kind of rakes his stick off, but Critch comes up with it. Lots of pressure from Armstrong. Nice little pick from McLeod, just enough to force Armstrong to go around. Caravello leaves it there for Laidlaw. Laidlaw got flattened because Critch came and set a hard pick that banged Thompson into him. That pass almost picked off. 4 on the shot clock. And a shot on net by Critch, and the ball comes out. Toronto could get this ball. Great job by Bingley to fight off traffic and then throws it away, but it's missed by Patrick Miles. There's pressure from Armstrong. Great discipline there by Armstrong not to chop down on the guy who's on the floor and avoid the penalty. Didn't get the ball, but he didn't take the penalty. That's an important play. Laidlaw tries to feed it through to Muse. He doesn't have a stick after he was separated from it by Caleb Bingley, who's got the ball. He'll go and check Bingley now. Campbell handed off to Atwood, who flings it into the Peterborough bench. A little panicky and gets it ahead to Ferreira. Save Paris. He bails them out. Atwood knocked over. That's going to be a loose ball, not a loose ball push, it'll be a loose ball smother. And Peterborough will get possession. Joe Watson will just hand it off to Atwood. 1:15 to go in the half. 6-5 Toronto. Matthews with the ball. Backdoor cutter. Nice move by Kula, but he stepped in the crease and was stopped by Watson anyway. Here's a breakout for pass for Reed. Reed board. Parrish will go and get it. Oh, Board checks him. That's okay out of the crease. And Matthews is going to slow it down. 1 minute to go in the first half. Hall takes the pass. Goes backdoor to Atwood. Shoots. Saved by Watson. 5-hole. High pass is caught by Gillen. Toronto wants a shot. I think it sounded like they were calling for the 2-for-1 shot here. Yeah, and Dance will take it. Matthews comes up with it. 35 to go. Wasson slows it down. So there's a 5-second differential between the shot and game clock. So Peterborough's not pulling Paris. Too risky. They did give up a goal like that before. There's a cut to the net. Vredenberg. Oh, he buried it, but he stepped in the crease. Toronto's got 13.7, and they quickly take a timeout. Dance will start with the ball for the Monarchs. They've also got Critch, Muse, and Laidlaw. 3 other lefties. Just the 2 righties over there. It's Ben, and Dustin Caravello is up at the restraining line. There's the pass down to Ben. He's going to go back door. It doesn't connect. It's grabbed by Peterborough. Oh, they try to shovel it ahead. Toronto gets it. Last second chance. It's too late. Caravello did get the shot. I don't know if it would have counted anyway. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to Arena Lacrosse League action. We've had 30 good minutes of action here at Children's Arena in Oshawa. It's 6-5 for Toronto, now going right to left on your screen once again. And Peterborough, as in the first quarter, going left to right. Ball pops out. And McLeod comes up with it. He will just step across center. Watch there by Utting, and Toronto goes to the offense with their 1-goal lead. Nice pass to the cutting. Wow, it did a little too high. I thought he was going to get Caravello. There's a shot on the offside by Dance. He goes to the net, and it's turned aside by Joel Wasson. Outlet pass from Paris. Shane Francis runs himself along the boards, turns it back out, and hands it off. Joe Hall will take possession. Hall's been a little quiet tonight. Matt McLeod also. He's watched there by Bennett. Now runs into Gillen, just keeps running. Turns, shoots, saved by Watson, who's been very solid for the Monarchs. And we have a slashing call coming. Same penalty kill for Toronto with Miles and McLeod low, Caravello and Critch high. Hartley to Hall. Strong left as Vredenberg's at the top, then Atwood and Matthews again over on the right. Vredenberg goes low, skip pass. Now it goes to Hall. Behind the back, Hartley tries to tuck it near side. He had Watson off his post, but banged it off the iron. Will be a fresh 30, and the Timberman will start with Vredenberg trotting over center. Just kind of being quiet for a second to listen to the Toronto communication on defense. Really interesting to hear the way they're talking out there. The Atwood shot is stopped, and then the pass, Hartley knocks it down, throws it ahead and gets it through to Caravello. He'll pull it back out, thought about going to the net. It's a nice play by Patrick Miles to get that ball through along the boards. And then he goes over and picks up Chris Atwood, who is lurking. Penalty coming to Peterborough. So Watson has gone to the bench, and we are now 5-on-5. Shot clock about to run out, so Grasby rips it. 49 seconds to go on the Toronto penalty. And I think it's an illegal substitution on Peterborough. Cole McWilliams, the in-home, will head in and serve it. Still trying to get the box open. So we're 4-on-4 for the next 49 seconds. Grasby, watched by Campbell. Space opens up, they go back there. Oh, what a stop. That was Francis just getting enough of that ball to keep it from going to the back door where Caravello was wide open and had lots of net to shoot at. His brother Niall picks up Udding on the run. Now he's got to pick up Matthews. Miles goes for the check. 3 guys trying to check Matthews. 4 now as James jumps in. Still got it. Now it pops out and nobody's there to help him. Okay, so he's got to look for help, but somebody's got to make themselves available too. And Toronto comes up with the possession, 5 seconds left on their penalty. Then they'll go to the power play, and they'll still have 17 on the shot clock as the extra man comes out. Dance to Laidlaw. Muse is down low. There's a shot by Ben. It's well wide. That's the way Toronto was shooting in the first quarter. That pass gets through to Caravello. Shot clock expires, and Muse wisely just lets the pass go into the corner. Parrish picks it up, throws it to Campbell, who was pressured there immediately by Ben. Gets the pass through to Vredenberg. Smart job to run himself away from center as Board was trying to force him back to the timeline. Vredenberg still with it. Sees the double team, steps away from it. Hall is going to let one fly. Well wide. It's going to come all the way back to Brett Paris. 31 left on the penalty. Toronto's got a full shot clock to work on the power play. 11:33 to go in the third quarter. No scoring yet in this period. Grasby and Warren switch places. Dance to the top to Critch. Tried the skip pass. It's tipped away by Armstrong. He hustles back into position. Hits Dance as he gets the shot off. Kind of clamps his stick under his arm. Bounce pass. Nicely played. Oh, what a big hit. Ramming Bingley into the boards. And Peterborough will get possession as the ball was not in Bingley's possession, so that's a loose ball foul. The stick got up into Matthews' face. Then his stick's knocked right out of his hand. And Toronto's going to get possession. Penalty is over, so an effective penalty kill by the Timberman. Steve Borden and Brendan Muse having a bit of a jousting match over on the far side. We're back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. No score here in the third quarter yet. It's still 6-5 for Toronto. So no scoring in the third. There is a score. Caravello. Nice job with the pressure from Riley. He popped a check onto the hand that knocked the ball loose as Laidlaw tried to catch it. There's a shot wide by Caravello to the wide side. Anyway, it goes off of Paris. It's a fresh 30 for the Monarchs. Caravello gets it back. Pick and roll to Ben. He is ridden to the floor in the crease. Ben wants a penalty, and again, may have a pretty good point. Now Caravello hands it off. Udding strips the ball from Laidlaw coming off the bench. Ooh, that was close. Udding didn't have possession, so no illegal change call. It was close, but usually when the ball is right there and it could affect a scoring play, they're eagle-eyed on that. Joe Hall flicks it behind his back, just not connecting to his Hall. Now he's going to trade whacks with Brody Burkhoff. Grasby has a man on the far side, feeds him. Oh, nice save, Paris. Hall went back and made the defensive play to help out his guys in red. And Toronto takes possession, 9.5 to go here in the third. Grasby diving to the net, driving to the net, didn't dive, stayed upright and just tucked it far side, just inside the post. Gillen goes after the ball as it pops out. Can't quite control it. Miles. Armstrong battling. Nice job by Critch to not overdo it when the ball was loose. Gillen eventually gets it. He tosses it. It's going to get loose, and it's still another battle. Caravello just kind of ran over it so Critch could get there. Then Bingley chops down on him. It's picked up by Thompson, and that's knocked loose by Critch. And eventually, Toronto gets possession. There's only 10 on the shot clock. I don't know why they're not getting a reset. So they'll shoot. Critch with the rip. That one goes loose into the corner. Stephen Borden is there. Karam and Udding up high for the Peterborough penalty kill. Francis and Campbell down low. Luke Laidlaw's at the top. Heavy left set. That's Dance with the catch. The shot saved by the hand of Paris. Went up out of play. Toronto will get the ball back. Muse is down low. Here comes Ben. He's got Caravello with him with the pass now. There's Ben. That shot stopped by Paris. He saw that all the way. It's Matthews. He's immediately checked by Caravello. Swims through. Checks to make sure he's still got the ball. It's there. He's got help coming. He hits the cutter. Gets to Vredenberg. Goes for a twister. He is flattened as he shoots. Almost snuck that one in. Toronto gets possession. 1:16 to go on the power play. And Dustin Caravello is going to go to the bench because he has been out there for a long time. Toronto just now getting their 5 guys out. They've got 16 on the shot clock. Critch at the top. It's Ferreira over there. That pass almost picked off. Oh, they get that one through traffic. Great feed by Alistair Warren. And then he starts up quickly. His play is blown back in. Dance is low. This is Warren. Grasby. Dance tucks, shoots, save. Nice stop by Parrish. A great move. Quick feet and quick hands by Jordan Dance. He gets that shot off. One of the reasons he is the leading scorer in the league coming in tonight with 31 points, 6.2 per game in his 5 games. Toronto, he's played them all for Toronto as they're 4-1. Backdoor to Ferreira. Doesn't connect. He gets it back. Francis kind of over pursued, but Ferreira decided to pass instead of going to the net. There's a shot by Dance. It doesn't get through. It's grabbed by Udding. Critch with the forecheck pressure. There'll be no outlet chance, no breakaway chance anyway for Udding. He gets across center, throws it to Matthews. 6 left on the penalty. He's going to the net. A little off-stride shot, trying to catch Watson off guard. And timing was good, but he just missed the net. 6.5 to go here in the third. Next non-goal stoppage will be the officials' timeout in the third quarter. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the Arena Lacrosse League on JVI Sports Network number 2. The deuce. There's a save by Paris. Pass out front. Ben misses. Tracks down his own rebound. Karam on him. Nick Karam. Caravello gets it to Warren. Oh, there's a chance for Ben as he was left alone. Karam got there a bit late. He got the shot, but Paris with the save. Nice wheels by Greg Riley to blast it up over center and then leave it there for Dan Mickle. Hartley waiting for at least one more offensive player. And it's 2. There it is. Vredenberg, the last one out. 14 on the shot clock as Peterborough gets their O out. Atwood gets a pick from Kula. There's the roll and the feed, but he misses it. Comes to Mickle, though. His shot is stopped. He's going to go back on his own. Great finish. Dan Mickle with the dip and dunk. That is textbook. Fakes low, gets Watson going down, and then up and over top of the shoulder and into the net on his own rebound. And Burkhoff wins the draw, but then flings it down into the Peterborough end. No Monarch teammates there, so he'll just retreat and play defense. Timberman within 1. As Karam runs up into the offensive zone, leaves it for Atwood. He lobs it, short hopper over to McLeod. 14 on the shot clock. Peterborough still just has their 5th offensive player coming out. It's Mickle who scored the last goal. Heavy pressure by Miles, and eventually does strip it. And it'll be Toronto ball. That will be the officials' timeout with just 4:54 to go in the third quarter. 7-6 for Toronto over Peterborough. The Monarchs start with possession. Ball in the stick of Nick Grasby, author of the famed Grasby Triple Crown. Warren looking for Grasby. They're playing the 2-man game. Nothing opening up. Wow, a double screen by, just 4 players running into each other at the other end. Peterborough comes up with it. Matthews is open. Shoots, scores. Colton Armstrong does it himself. Face-off violation by Peterborough's Brett Coons. And Toronto will have the ball. Dustin Caravella gets there, and you can see the official saying, come on in, I'm blowing it in. We saw that last week. Caravella just bangs his man Bingley away. Bingley comes out to pick up Ben. Ben cuts to the middle, but here's the pass high to Caravella instead. Big pick by Ben. He falls down as he tries to roll, but they get the shot down low from Laidlaw, stopped by Paris. Outlet pass to Campbell, or to Kula. Karam all alone. Oh, gets the goal. It looked like Watson had made a great save, but the rebound just slowly made its way over the line. What patience by Nick Karam. Gillen pulls it out. It's grabbed by Miles, 2-on-1. Feeds it through to Critch. What a finish, and what a pass. That is a great play. I mean, Gillen had to rush out on the face-off to get it rolling. Miles picks it up and hits Critch. Monarchs win the ball back into their end. Watson's going to run out and play it because Udding is there. He checks Watson, got it loose, it's still loose. He's going to go after the ball on the ground. And Udding, what an effort by Udding. And then McLeod buries him into the boards, stays on top of him. That's got to be Timberman possession. No, they're going to say that. Yeesh. Okay, that one I'm not sure of. As Udding was laying on top of the ball because Cody McLeod was laying on top of him. Gillen rumbles over mid-floor. Surrounded by Timberman. Gets through them all and goes to the net. Hands it off. Big collision on the far side as Miles goes to the net and scores. Hard fakes and then tucks one underneath Brett Paris. No scoring for a while in this quarter, but now a bit of a roll both ways. The Monarchs make it 9-8. Defensive alignment for Peterborough. Toronto rushes Sean Gillies up to go even. And they're going to say a face-off violation called by the off-center official against Brody Burkhoff. So Brett Coons will start with the ball. Passes over to Kula. Gets it to Hartley. Friedenberg catches it on the run, keeps moving. Kula shoots, that one's wide. And Critch is going to try and get to it for a breakaway, but it goes into the Peterborough bench, and that's a bit of a break for the Timberman. Justin Kula was hustling back, but I don't think he was going to make up that step that Critch had on him. Warren pulls it down. Thought about the shot with McWilliams out on him. Goes to Caravello. Back door. All alone was Muse, but Paris stops him. And then the outlet. Oh, doesn't quite connect with Riley Campbell. Campbell's going to go after the ball and get it. Oh, but nice job by Watson to time up. Oh, what a play. That is a beauty by Zach Thompson, laying out and flicking the ball with his wrist into the empty net. Another extended face-off battle. It's Gillen and Coons. I thought Coons came out with it, but then Gillen had it. Now Karam rolls to the net. He almost got it, but Watson was able to scoop it up as it got down towards his crease. McLeod over center and stays for an offensive shift. Certainly not out of his depth up there, although he thought that pass was for him and he almost knocked it away from Laidlaw, who's trying to get after it. He does knock it away from Parrish, who was reaching for it. 6 on the shot clock. Ball still on the floor. It's grabbed there by Laidlaw. 2 to shoot. And time will run out. Armstrong will lob it ahead, and here comes Zach Thompson, the last goal scorer for Peterborough. We've got just over a minute and a half in the third. Mickle up top to Hall. Atwood down to Matthews. McLeod trots in, heads to the middle. Bum pick by Matthews opens up Atwood a bit. His shot stopped by Watson. Matt McLeod behind the back to Matthews. Catches it, feeds it through. Nice save by Watson, the junior from Whitby. Watson, I was checking with Blaine McCauley, the Toronto coach, said he's still got, doesn't he still have a year of junior? He's got like 3 years of junior left. Oh, what a goal. Paris trying to stay with him, but the patience on the far side. This is an exciting game. I liked the 21-20 last week. It was fast, it was fun, but I don't know, this feels more competitive, even though it's just as back and forth. Gillen, nice job to swat it back to McLeod. And Miles is going to take the shot. They're going for the 2-for-1 with 43 seconds left. Anyone who's not familiar with that means teams will take that shot so that their opponent has to get a shot and give them the ball back for the last shot of the quarter if all goes well. Peterborough's going to try and foil that strategy, but it will not work out. Watson gets it, and there's 24 seconds left for Toronto. Forecheck pressure by Hartley. Runs into Matthews. Burkhoff gets it over center, and he goes back over center. It's an over and back, and it's going to be Peterborough possession. 14.9 left. Bit of a mistake for Burkhoff to run himself into that situation, but then Peterborough just doesn't make a pass, and Niall Caravello gets the ball. His brother Dustin looking for it. Oh, he's got Dance wide open on the far side. He shoots, saved by Paris. They're just going to let the clock run out, 0.7 of a second. The third quarter will end. Toronto leads 10-9. So 1:59, of course, on the power play for Toronto, as there was 0.7 of a second left when the period was blown down. So Toronto wants to get possession, but Doug Utting has it. Sees a sea of mustard. That pass gets away, and it'll be an over and back. Toronto 2-on-3, so they'll slow things down. Critch will just wait for the offense to get out on the floor. Critch goes to the bench, gives it to Ben, to Caravello. Toronto still getting guys out as Laidlaw is running over into his lefty crease position. Hard outside shot from Ben, but it goes wide, and that's going to be an over and back. Utting rushes to the bench so someone can step out. Vredenberg will start with it. See how much time he can kill. Toronto happy to let him stay out high. Watch everyone in. Now Matthews out by the restraining line as well. Hartley comes out to take a turn. Mickle cuts to the net. Now Caravello stays with him. Hartley looked like he was thinking about a dunk attempt. 6 on the shot clock. 3, 2, he'll spin, gets himself open, shoots, gets it back, score. Oh, no, he doesn't. What a save, Watson. There's the goal. Fred Hartley, great effort. Brilliant save by Joel Watson. Unbelievable. It's halfway through scores, and Watson turned him aside. Somebody's got to help that kid. Utting coming to take the face off against Gillen. Oh, wins it cleanly to himself. That's a great draw. And Peterborough's 2-on-1. They got a chance to get another shorthander. Saved by Watson. Stopping Armstrong. He'll outlet it. Critch slows it down. Armstrong on him. Critch will stay for the power play this time. Campbell and Francis low. Armstrong and Utting high again for Peterborough on the penalty kill. There's Critch to Ferreira. Down to Muse. They've got Warren and Caravello on the other side. Backdoor pass. Now they go to Caravello on the far side. Warren, good movement by the Monarchs. They want that backdoor. No, the shot by Critch. Oh, he knew he was close. Off the top side of the crossbar instead of the bottom side. That's the difference between a goal and at least a fresh 30 for Toronto 8 seconds left on the power play. Looks like they're going to wait for the penalty to expire rather than risk a shot that could carry him out to the man coming out of the penalty box. It's Cole McWilliams, and he'll go and play D. Caravello back to Critch, and he is denied by Brett Paris. Not as spectacular as the Watson save, but that was a great one too. There's a shot by Muse, and Paris gets it and recovers his own rebound. Lobs it up, and Campbell controls it. Mickle wanted that ball in transition. McWilliams stays to play. Oh, that's what he usually does. McLeod throws it over to Mickle on the far side. Francis spins off a check. Tries to connect the pass through. Not going to get to anyone. There's 2 seconds left. Bennett almost grabbed it, but time's going to run out even though he didn't. Now he'll pick it up unfettered. Now he's got check pressure from McLeod, but he gets the pass through to Dance. Oh, that one doesn't connect though with Ben. And here comes Nick Karam the other way. Man, way up ahead. All alone is Joe Hall. Oh, big save. Watson just got a bit of it, and then it banged off the post. Joe Hall thought he was finally going to break his goose egg for the night. 10-10, under 12 minutes to go in the fourth. What a game. Grasby directing traffic. Dance takes the pass. Oh, Dance just gets free from everybody, but Paris makes the foot save. Karam will have a man coming off the bench. It's a clean exchange. Gets it back. Shoots. Saved by the leg of Watson. Atwood. Oh, what a save by Watson. Supposed to be a bit of a downgrade for Toronto not having Craig Wendy tonight. Oh, there's a save by Paris. Then he spins around and grabs it. I don't know that Wendy or anybody else would be doing a whole lot better than this Joel Watson. What a night the youngster's having. 11-10 to go. 10-10 the score. Atwood to Vredenberg. Matthews will come and join them. He's going to cut to the middle. Atwood tries to pass it to him. Cody McLeod rips his stick free of Matthews' grasp and then heads down the floor. He's going to slow it down. Critch. Oh, Brendan Muse wanted it. You could hear him saying Critchy from all the way up here. He gets it now. Ducks under. Vredenberg stays with him. Nice slide help from Borden. The ball is knocked out of his hand. Vredenberg gets it ahead. Here comes Colton Armstrong. Oh, nice step across. Shoots. Penalty coming. Don't think it'll be a penalty shot. That shot's going to get up out of play. Players can tell kind of by the feel whether they really held him or not. I think Borde feels like he didn't get latched on. Either way, Peterborough goes to the man advantage. Tied 10-10 with 10-10 to go in the fourth. That doesn't happen often. That was a fun one too. Vredenberg behind the back. Hall thought about the skip pass, goes back to Vredenberg. His shot way off, but it comes to Atwood. He can't handle it. Nice job by McLeod to get on him. Wow, Cody McLeod's having a game. There's Caravello, scores! I told you to watch out for the shorthanded goals. Critch has had a bunch. This time he gets the assist. Peterborough still has a minute and a half on the power play, and that faceoff comes straight to Karam. He took a look at the net, thought about it, saw Cody McLeod in perfect position, and decided to hang on. Waiting for the O to get out with him. Cool is there. He'll take the pass. Atwood. Now Karam is heading off. Matthews will join them. They've got 13 on the shot clock as he comes out. Hartley to Atwood. Thought about shooting. Goes back to Hartley. Ducks under a check. Shoots. Save. Oh, and it goes behind Watson. He was feeling behind him, but it rolled off to the far side. Lobs a nice pass ahead. And Critch just indicated to Brandon Penn to slow it down. Now he goes underneath Campbell. Penalty coming to Campbell. Caravello to Ben. Behind the back. Caravello wanted to go to Ferreira on the back door. Now he's going to shoot. Paris didn't know where it was. It's along the boards. Udding going after. He's pushed down by Ferreira, and that'll be Peterborough possession. Udding goes for a run. Ferreira trying to pressure him. Udding protects the ball well. Gets over center. 22 left. They can kill the entire Toronto penalty here. which isn't going to help them a whole lot. We'll go 5-on-3 at that point. It's an interesting one where Peterborough's in penalty kill mode, but they're actually going to put themselves in a worse position. But the shot by Vredenburg. And it will be Toronto possession. It's going to roll all the way down to Brett Paris. 1:11 left on the man advantage here. It's a 5-on-3. 8:19 to go, 11-10 Toronto ahead. They're going to try and put a little extra space, add to that lead. Ben to Caravello. Ferreira's the safety valve up top. Dance, reach around shot through the screen. Ferreira keeps it on tied. That's a big play. They've got 13 left on the shot clock. And Ferreira's going to go off. Caravello saying that ball's in. No, it's in the leg pad of Brett Paris. Armstrong runs over center. He's going to the bench. Fred Hartley looked like he was going to the net. I do not think they wanted that. He's going to stay along the boards. Now changes direction. Gillen going after him. Here's Caravello to help. Nice bouncer up to Matthews. Karam takes it high. Gillies stays back. 8 on the shot clock. Peterborough's changing up over at the bench, leaving Karam isolated. And he'll just roll it into the corner. Smart play. 18 left for the Monarchs. Then Campbell and McWilliams will race back into the play. Four on the penalty. They shoot and score. Brendan Muse had Paris moving. And welcome back to Lacrosse, friends. We're going to decide a game here in the next 7:08 or a little longer if we go to overtime. 12-10, the Toronto Monarchs lead, going left to right. Peterborough back to 5-on-5. Campbell watching Ferreira, who goes in his own. What a save by Paris. Long outlet pass. It's caught by Mickle. He's looking for some help. We'll lob it up to Wasson. Wasson and Campbell out there. Slow change for Peterborough. Wasson is going to stay in play. Set to pick for Matthews. He takes a whack from Spencer James. Critch on him now. Backdoor pass to Hartley, doesn't connect. Miles goes after him. Knocks him a little bit and then picks it up. And the Toronto player is down on the floor. It's Dustin Caravello. Resume. I think one of the Peterborough coaches just yelled, delay a game for faking an injury, and Dustin Caravello stared daggers at him. Don't think he was faking. I think something happened. Whether it was a Peterborough player who was involved or he just tripped on someone, his own player or something, I think he was banged up. There's a shot, goes wide by Laidlaw up into the rafters. Ball rolls way down into the Toronto end, and Matt McLeod gets himself in a jam, but gets out of it with a nice veteran play to Atwood. Atwood on the offside, shoots, saved by Watson, picked up and dunked. Oh, how did that not go in? I didn't see what happened as McWilliams tried to recreate the Zach Thompson. But the two at the same time, and then now another too many men penalty. That's tough. 5:48 to go. The Monarchs will try to add to their 12-10 lead. Skip past Caravello, goes back up to Dance. Behind the back to Muse. Ben's going to let it fly. He's wide. Hits the official. Paris controls the ball. Just got it before Jordan Critch, or Luke Laidlaw could. Here comes Armstrong. He's repelled by Brandon Ben, who's back playing some defense. There's a chance for Matthews. Goes hard to the net. And Matthews can't quite believe. Now Caravello turns back to have a chat with Matthews, who'd run into him as he was heading off the bench. Toronto set up on offense. Ferreira gave it to Critch. Warren finds Dance behind the back. Nice save again by Paris. Boy, he is looking better and better in this league. Here comes Riley Campbell. He's going to shoot, save Watson. Watson matching Paris save for save, and then some. 48 seconds now, as there was 13 seconds too much left on that penalty. So Peterborough's not going to mind that at all. Dan Mickle, it's a little pick from Vredenberg. The roll down to him, nice play, the diving shot, but a save by Watson. Vredenberg is banged up after he landed in the crease. Toronto gets their 5 attackers out. Laidlaw at the top. There's Caravello, hits the cutting dance, quick shot. Paris pounces on that before Laidlaw could grab it. Nice lead pass for Armstrong, and now Caravello is there though. Hartley tries to cut back door. Great job by Brandon Ben, who's gone back on D, and solid positioning to keep Hartley from being able to break to the net. 7 left on the penalty to Peterborough. They can kill the rest of it and have about 8 seconds left. Matthews bounces one far side. Watson gets it and it lands in his leg pad. First try doesn't get it, but the second one does, and Ben just lobs it ahead. Strong shift for Ben. And now he's going to run up and play offense again. I think he feels like after that he deserves a chance to score. Oh, but he'll pass it through and give a chance to Warren, who is stopped by Paris. Great opportunity. Oh, and then Ben, no, Warren knocks it down, gets the ball. What an effort. And again, we've seen a few plays like that, a little nonchalant in their own end by both teams. This time it burns Peterborough as Toronto gets possession. We are at even strength, but there's only 3:11 to go. Toronto leads 12-10. Pass back door is picked off by Watson. He looks around to see what he's got with him. They're going to spread out this 3-on-2. It's a 3-on-3 now. Now it's a 3-on-4, and they're just going to pull it back out. That pass, Atwood grabbed it. That was a tough pass to catch. Shoot, saved by Watson. Miles couldn't catch it, but Muse was there to follow him up. He'll shoot, save, no, it's a goal. Paris got it initially, but it crept through. So with 2:42 to go, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on Brett Paris. He is fast for a big man. We'll see when he goes to the bench. Well, but Toronto gets possession. He won't go now. Critch has it. Armstrong all over him. Warren comes off the bench and takes the pass. Back to Critch. Critch will just let it fly. Paris makes the save. See if he follows his pass up the floor. Nobody on the Peterborough bench is looking at him, so he's just going to stay where he is. Vredenberg to cool it to Matthews. Vredenberg gets a pick, shoots right in the belly of Watson. Outlet pass. Caravello's got a 2-on-1. Passes it over. Oh, nice save by Paris on Brandon Ben, but Dustin Caravello's there to get the ball. Watson tries to strip it. Caravello, great job though to avoid him and lobs it over to Reed Board. 1:45 to go. 20 left on the shot clock for Toronto. And Peterborough's not pressuring. You gotta go after that ball, guys. You're running out of time. Well, 10 left on the shot clock. Oh, and there's going to be a penalty. Oh, no, they're both going for Toronto. Peterborough has possession and Paris on the bench. 6-on-5. Matthews. Backdoor, doesn't get through. Oh, great. Oh, I thought Matthews got it. It was actually Toronto, but then it was knocked away. Peterborough comes up with it. Matthews pass. Can't connect again with Hartley. Atwood is there to catch it. They've got 23 on the shot clock. 1:10 in the game. Joe Hall shoots. That one's wide. Comes out to McLeod. He'll shoot. Save Watson. Diving attempt by Hall on the loose ball, but Watson had it. And now Burkhoff's going after Joe Hall. He's going to throw some punches. They're going to go. Burkhoff still has his helmet on. Hall's trying to get it off as Burkhoff fills him in. Burkhoff not pleased with Hall diving through the crease going after the ball with his goalie there. And the Peterborough bench is all over Brody Burkhoff. Remember, he played for them last year. And the refs are telling Peterborough to knock it off. Burkhoff's being sent to the locker room as well. Peterborough fans cheering as Burkhoff is sent off. Bit of a Pyrrhic victory since they're down 13-10. Greg Riley is trying to get into it with Cody McLeod. McLeod will cut back door on him. And Riley will slash him. He's got one there. All three refs' hands go up at the same time. Looks like Riley's trying to incite something there. Pass across to McLeod. He'll just lob it down into the corner with 8 seconds left. And then it's picked up by a Peterborough player. Riley will go to the box for these final 35.5 seconds. Kind of an anticlimactic end to what's been a really good game of lacrosse. Grasby staying up top. Peterborough's just going to sit back, and nobody really wants to engage here. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. 10 seconds left in the game. Ball's in the corner. And Peterborough's just going to let it run out as well. The final score will be 13 for the Toronto Monarchs, 10 for the Peterborough Timberman. Timberman drop to 3-4. Toronto continues to lead the league at 5-1, moving a little bit further away from the 4 teams tied for second place. This is Arena Lacrosse League action on JVI Sports Network. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.